Mate, been a couple of weeks off, so before you say anything into the microphone, I'll kick it off and say a few words, but you're about to say your first words in a few weeks. I'm just mindful of, if you're mindful of your voice, your podcast voice, have you still got it after a few weeks?
The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plains and other vocal exercises.
I didn't know that was a vocal exercise. There you go.
I don't think vocal exercise is quite the word I want, quite the term that I want. But no, I hadn't actually thought about that until you, just aired all the dirty laundry out there. So, no, thanks for that. It's been a hot minute. Shall we give it a go?
Let's give it a go. Woman, Jacker, one and all, welcome to another episode of Fine Leg to Full Forward. Mate, it has been 3 weeks since our last episode.
Yep.
It has been. Look, it's been a combination of a few things. Period of sickness, a period of loss, and it's fair to say it's been quite tough. But we're back now, and we're here to get back into the routine, back into the swing of things.
Yeah.
And
I mean, still working through it, hey mate. I think that's fair to say.
Absolutely fair to say. But I think a
bit of routine.
Yeah, 100%. Like I think a big part of just for my own mental health, I think getting back into playing basketball on Wednesday, doing this on Tuesday, it's a big part of me being healthy, I think, and it's good to get back into it. Good to be behind the mic again.
Absolutely, it is. Everyone, please show this man just a bit of love. Just a little bit of love. Just a little bit of love. Get around him. You guys are usually really good at that. We are back. We're back. The podcast voice is back. The podcast is back. We're back behind the mic. The T-shirt's back. Accidentally wore this to work today.
Did you?
We're just like, well, I needed a white T-shirt to go under the jumper I was wearing, and it was the first one I grabbed, and I was like, oh, it's the we're recording the podcast.
It was completely unintentional.
Completely unintentional, but it worked out really well. So the T-shirt is back. Yeah.
There you go. Well, was it like you chucked a jumper over the top of it anyway? So
yeah, you couldn't tell. It just looked like a white T-shirt.
Yeah,
so that's fine.
It is a nice undershirt, isn't it? Like if you get a formal event or something, you need a white T-shirt underneath, shirt on top.
Yeah, I mean, depends how formal we're talking, but I mean, formal for you. Yeah. If you are listening to this and you do have one of these T-shirts, send us a selfie in it. We haven't asked for that yet.
That's true.
Chuck us a selfie in your flit of T-shirts.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you might feature on the story. Ashton's going to post you on the story because he's all over the socials.
Yes, I'm back. I'm back now. So,
you're calling it.
Yeah.
Calling it.
On the socials.
Post a story, you dog.
Okay, I will.
Cool.
Give me time. Give me a year or so.
So you've made the decision that you're going to come back to social media.
Yep.
And then you need another year.
To actually formalise it.
That's fair. Well, baby steps, mate. Baby steps.
Yeah. I have a little, somewhat of a story.
You were going to say funny story, but you're not sure if it qualifies?
Correct.
Yeah, cool.
Correct. Right. Yeah, it's not the bag in the escalator sort of level.
Nothing will be.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, we've peaked as a podcast. It's a really sad thing to say on air,
but it was happened a little while back. But I was driving to Cammy's and realised I was low on fuel, so pulled over at the servo, and so I've pulled up to the what's it called? Is it the Bowser? Is it the place that you fill up petrol?
Petrol pump would have been fine.
Petrol pump.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think it is Bowser. Yeah.
Yeah. Stepped out of my car, walked around, taken the Bowser or the nozzle or whatever it is.
Again, petrol pump would be fine.
The petrol pump out of the petrol pump holder.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. Official terminology here.
Yeah. I've gone to put it in the car, and then I've heard this voice And like, I've never heard the voice before, but there's a PA system at all servos.
Yep.
And I guess I just never realized that was a thing. But it was like, I think I was at number 5, and it was like, number 5, please, like, put the fuck. I don't know if he said.
He didn't say fuck. No.
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 I don't know if he said petrol pump or nozzle or whatever he said. I can't remember. But he was like, please step away from the vehicle and put the nozzle thing back into the.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I felt like I was like in trouble. Like it was like,
like
cops
they were closed or something, or like you were, doing something wrong.
Like step away from the vehicle. Like I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit. Like,
down on the ground.
Yeah. And he's like, we need 4 or 5 minutes. I was like, okay. So I just put it back and then waited. And then like 2 or 3 minutes in, they were like, oh, there's a price change. So we have to wait for the price change to kick in before you're allowed to refill.
Oh.
Yeah. And
Right.
then I don't know if this is a common thing. I've never had it before, but I guess it would be like
I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, you can't have someone filling up and then have the price change.
mid fill up, right?
Did the price go up?
It went down.
The price went down. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it sounds like he was trying to help you out.
He was just trying to help me out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Came across quite hostile though. With the
Yeah, I
number
got scared.
5, step away.
Well, first because I was like, where is this voice coming from? Because I didn't realize that they had that at petrol stations. So I thought it was like a higher power or something, like what's going on. And then I was like, oh. And then, so he was actually helping me out.
A voice from above trying to save you 2 cents a litre.
Yeah. I think it was, 2 or 3 cents. So definitely worth it. Worth the extra 5-minute wait as well.
True. Where was this petrol station? Is there a particular petrol station you want to shout out on the pod?
Yeah, BP just like on Warrigal Road, just before the Monash Freeway. Yeah.
Shout out Warrigal Road BP.
Yeah, for costing me 5 minutes, but saving me 3 cents per litre.
For the first time in 3 weeks, let's run it back. Now, you don't need to tell us. We are fully aware of how much cricket we've missed. There's no denying that on our end, is there?
Yeah, no, there's plenty of cricket all around the world.
Yeah, and to paint the picture of how long it's been, a lot of you would have forgotten about this by now, and that's fair enough because it was a long time ago. Once a Gade, always a Gade. Jake Fraser McGurk hit the fastest ever List A century.
How many balls was it?
Didn't write that one down.
Okay.
It was so long ago that I couldn't bother going to look for it. But
Yeah.
Once a Gade, always a Gade. Shout out to Jake Fraser McGurk.
I'm sure it would have been very few balls.
Yeah, still not good enough for my sister's DMs, so maybe
I forgot about that.
maybe try and break your own record, and I'll have a chat with her. I didn't know where that was going.
That's happened. The World Cup has.
There's been a lot of the World Cup. There's been like 30 odd matches.
Yep.
Yeah,
And we've come in at the right time to give our season preview, the World Cup preview in only the way that we can.
Very, very on brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. I like it. Shout out us.
Yeah. So it should be a good World Cup.
It's the consistency of inconsistency for me.
It's a nice way of putting it, isn't it? Yeah. So as long as we keep doing that, you don't want to be actually consistent, right?
Probably sums us up as people as well, doesn't it? Talking about it. Anyway, it's another conversation for another day.
Yes. But the World Cup has been happening.
I'm going to keep interrupting you so we can delay
talking about the World Cup.
What's coming?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I might start talking about
what's new, mate.
What's new?
What's going on?
England at the World Cup.
Okay, no, you want to talk about that? Okay, right.
Yeah.
Cool.
England at the World Cup is new, I think, because last time we had a World Cup, they won, and so England at the Cricket World Cup this time around.
Rock bottom. We'll just say it. Rock bottom.
Yeah, I checked the table today. I thought they were second last. They're actually last.
Yep. Shout out Netherlands.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not even close to being competitive. Really, Have they?
Yeah.
England. Who they beat?
I forget.
I can't remember. I think it was one of the countries I struggle with. I can't remember who it was.
Did they beat Bangladesh?
I think so.
I know Afghanistan beat England.
Yeah, okay, so it must be Bangladesh.
Yeah. Those are your two.
Yeah, that's what I meant. The two countries I struggle with. I wasn't having you call me a racist on air like you did at the fucking live show.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so they have had one win.
Yeah, yeah. It's just been shambolic. I think after this World Cup, there's going to be a lot of players that won't play one days for England again.
You reckon?
I reckon.
Just certified test players. I'm not even trying anymore.
Well, I mean, the Ben Stokes call-up hasn't worked. He retired after, I think he played like 10 matches after the 2019 ODI World Cup and retired.
Yeah, that's
prolonging
right.
his test career.
Yep.
I mean, the amount of aging players in that team as well. It's just, yeah.
I don't think it is a who's on paper though, because on paper they're not a bad team.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot in there that was there when they won the World Cup.
Won, exactly. Yeah, and yes, a few more years, so you get a bit older, but that shouldn't mean much, I don't think. Anyway.
Yeah. But no, keep all the comments about we won the moral match. We were the boundary count back champions, not the world champions.
Yeah.
You can actually keep tagging Piers Morgan because that's funny. But no, I've heard it all.
Yep.
Thank you. Any more jabs you want to get in?
No, that's fine.
No, I was genuinely surprised.
Australia started off with 2 losses, but have recovered pretty well, I'd say.
They played 2 good teams though to start with, didn't
That's
they?
the thing, yeah. They lost to India and South Africa, who are both, India's undefeated.
Yeah.
South Africa's lost. They lost to the Netherlands.
They did.
One loss.
They did. Yeah.
One loss to the Netherlands.
You wouldn't have picked that, would you, before?
No.
Yeah.
But both of those teams have been really, really good. So, I don't see... And they beat New Zealand in a thriller as well.
Yeah.
Who've also been pretty good, so...
I think there was a lot of headlines about... Yeah, because there was one point Australia were bottom. And it was like, we know what's going wrong, what's going wrong. But, yeah, they've definitely sort of warmed into the tournament a lot better than England have.
Yeah.
Zampa is the leading wicket taker for the tournament.
Yep.
Or he was when I last looked.
Yeah.
And, we all saw bloody Maxi's century. Was it 40 balls or something stupid?
World Cup record, yeah.
Fastest World Cup century.
Yeah.
Travis Head came back into the team and he was 100 odd off 59 balls by the end of his innings, 107 off 59 or something like that.
Yeah.
And there was no risk.
Yeah.
I was watching his opening partnership with Davey Warner and you're just watching it going, New Zealand won the toss and bowled because they were expecting swing.
Yeah.
Didn't get any. And they were, I don't know if you saw the score. I can't remember. They were going at 12 and over for a long time. It felt like a long time. 11, 12 and over. So yeah, I mean, Australia have warmed into the World Cup pretty well. India, as you said, dominant.
Yep.
Always going to be tough to beat them over there.
It's hard to see anyone else winning the World Cup, to be honest. Hopefully it's competitive right to the end and the final's competitive. I'd be very interested to see how South Africa go because they've been really good this whole tournament and they usually get to the quarters or semis and they choke. And I'd be very interested to see if that happens again or if they actually get further.
Yeah, get the monkey off the back. They haven't won the World Cup before, have they?
No.
It's funny. I saw a stat and every country that they've played in an ODI, they've beaten them more than they've lost to them.
Every single country.
Yeah.
Yet they've never won a World Cup.
Yeah.
That very much sums them up, I think.
It's a pretty good stat, isn't it?
It is. That's a very good stat. Yeah. Like a overall win-loss record is better and that you would think that would be the best team. Overall win-loss record's better than everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Yet.
Yeah, they've South Africa'd it.
Yes.
But they won the Rugby World Cup, didn't they, South Africa?
Yes.
Slightly different team, slightly different sport.
Yes.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
I felt like we were slandering South Africa a little bit
in general as a country. Yeah, we can't do that.
Shout out Springboks.
Yeah. That's
I
it.
know. Sorry to the All Blacks.
There you go.
Yeah, I know rugby.
You do know
Johnny
rugby.
Wilkinson, 2003. Yeah. What of it?
I tell you, someone that's surprised everyone, Afghanistan. Afghanistan have had a great tournament.
Yep.
They are, if they beat Australia in the next game, they will be like on par with Australia. 3 wins. If they beat Australia, it'll be 4 wins and 3 losses.
Is that tonight?
I can't remember if it's tonight or tomorrow or something, but breakout tournament.
Yeah. There's a lot of talent in that team.
Yeah, absolutely. It's cool to see. I really like seeing it, and even if seeing obviously the Netherlands haven't been as competitive, but even like in the field, it's weird watching stuff like that.
Yeah, you were saying this.
Yeah, like just chances in the field, diving attempts, pretty good fielding overall. So I could say it's like they still haven't won many games. They won the one game, but it's cool to see.
We can spin it. We can spin this into a positive story.
Okay.
So we do like a post World Cup headline or story, however you want to call it.
Yeah.
Netherlands win as many games as reigning world champions or as previous world champions.
Yeah.
That's a positive tournament.
That is a very positive. Yeah, absolutely.
Shout out to the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the World Cup so far, and tune in for a lot more. That we spoke cricket for a long time then.
Yeah, it was about 5 minutes straight.
Oh, it felt longer. See, we're a cricket podcast.
Yeah.
So you probably know what's coming next isn't strictly cricket related, but kind of cricket adjacent, right? Footy and cricket adjacent is what we say.
Which is what we do. We
recently had our 3-year podiversary.
We did.
If you follow the gram at Fine Leg to Full Forward, you would have seen the post about it. And, rags to riches, all that. And we also just had 3 weeks off. There was 3 weeks in a row without an episode.
Yep.
Now, to me and to you as well, I think it's fair to say we're in agreement here.
Yep.
Based on those 2 statements, the number 3 seems to be popping up enough for us to stretch this into an episode.
Yeah, absolutely. Popping up heaps, mate. It's just everywhere. Pretty much everywhere you look.
We probably should have thought of a third reason to be like, there's a 3 there.
Usually if you've got an argument, line of thought, usually like this, and this.
Yeah.
And it's a bit more
well, the third one can be that we acknowledge that we should have done that.
See, if this was episode 103, that would have been enough.
Yeah, fuck.
But it's 104, so we fucked it.
Yeah, but 103 was called 2003 versus 2023.
Ah, there you go.
So you can't be mad at that.
Yeah,
you can't be mad at that.
True.
Anyway, let's get us back on track. What we're doing this week.
Yep.
Did you want to tell the people?
Okay, so because of our recent 3-year podiversary and taking 3 weeks off, we've stretched, as we do. We've done an episode about dynamic duos, and I can't remember what episode number it was.
It was 3 and 4.
That's how long ago it was.
That's how long ago it was.
100 episodes ago.
Yep. It's a good time to revisit it. Yep.
Yeah. Go back and have a listen. So we've done that. We've done an episode about dynamic duos.
Yes.
But with this emphasis and this calling for the number 3, we've decided to up it, and we're doing Trynamic trios.
Yes.
Trios.
Mm-hmm. So Run It Back this week is going to be a bit of an exercise. I think it's probably fair to say we've kind of squeezed switch on into Run It Back, right?
Yeah.
This is efficient. This is an efficient episode if you ignore all the waffle before.
Yep.
But that's fine. So what we're going to do, we're going to go through some iconic trios, and we're going to rate how we reckon they'd go in the top 3 of a batting order.
Yep.
So we'll go through them all, and then we'll rank them, I guess.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. So you've got your 2 openers and number 3.
Yeah. Your top 3.
Yeah. So I'll start us off.
Please do.
With a famous trio, the Top Gear trio.
Okay.
Clarkson, May, and Hammond.
Yeah. I was worried you were going to say Freddie Flintoff,
Oh.
whatever the new ones are.
Who are the? Is it
I can't
like it's
remember.
American based, isn't it? No,
Nah,
it's still British, but
yeah.
Anyway,
So Jeremy Clarkson, James May, and Richard Hammond.
correct. So, iconic trio.
Iconic.
Very
Known worldwide.
Yeah,
Yeah. Absolutely revolutionized motoring journalism.
Yes. Since what 2000, 2001, whatever it was,
I think that was the first season,
something
2001.
like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so how I would order them would be I would open the batting with James May and Richard Hammond. Right.
Okay. All right.
So James May is known as the out of the three, he's definitely the most sensible. I'd say. I'd say he's the most patient, and I feel like he would take his time with things. I feel like he'd work his way into an innings. He'd build an innings. He wouldn't smash and bash his way through. Right. So you need one of your openers to be like that, I think.
Absolutely.
Right. So I'd have May as one of the openers. Now, the other opener, I think I'd go with Hammond. Now, Richard Hammond is a bit loose, I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Definitely been involved in a large handful of accidents in the past.
Yes.
So I think he's probably one that's going to be swinging right from ball one.
Yeah. Yep.
So I think he'd be a nice counterweight to James May.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about that balance. You've got to work out a relationship where they complement each other, right?
And then Jeremy Clarkson, again, probably going to come in and try, smash it, inject the power.
Purely because he doesn't have the attention span
to
be methodical.
Yep. But he's the leader. And I think the leader should be at number 3.
Yeah, okay. All right.
So that's my top 3 for that trio.
Okay. All right. No, you've pleaded a good case there. I will move on to the next trio.
Mm-hmm.
Harry Potter, Ron Weasley,
Yep.
and Hermione Granger.
Yep.
Now, a bit like you, I've considered the order a bit here. So I'd open with Hermione.
Okay.
She'd play a similar role to James May, right?
Right.
We all know from the books and the movies, she's obsessive.
Yep.
She's studious.
Yep.
Right? So she is not going to rest until she's perfected everything there is to know about being an opening batter.
Yep.
Your technique, your timing, everything you need from an opener. And I think she would want to be number 1 on the list. There's just something about having number 1 Granger
next to her name. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So she'd want that. And I think she'd succeed.
Yep.
And very similar to what you said about May and Hammond, I'd go Ron Weasley as the other opener.
Okay.
Right. Purely because his underthinking would complement Hermione's overthinking.
Yep.
And we're on about the whole yin yang type thing with an opener. They'd work really well. That and Harry Potter at 3 is in line with what we're saying about leaders and all that. What you were saying.
Yeah.
He's the chosen one.
Yep.
He is. I mean, in the story, he is the chosen one.
He is.
Let me run you through some other number 3s.
Okay.
Don Bradman.
Yep.
Ricky Ponting.
Yep.
Rahul Dravid.
Mm-hmm.
Viv Richards.
Yeah.
You tell me Harry Potter's name doesn't belong
alongside
those greats. He's meant for number 3.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of seamless. Like when you think of all those names, you think of Harry.
You do, yeah.
Yeah.
It spells Harry. if you
rearrange the letters.
Yeah, you take out a few and added some different ones in.
Like Tom Riddle in Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah,
so he does that. All right, next trio is quite a famous, iconic trio, the Jonas Brothers. So
the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah,
right.
the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So
what's one of their songs, mate?
Sorry?
What's one of their songs?
Sucker for you.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
Yeah, I believe you.
Yeah.
Fuck, we should have done Busted for this.
Oh.
Year 3000. Fuck. Anyway.
Year 3000,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
So
Not a Jonas Brothers original song.
How long? So Busted made it. When did they make it? 2000.
2002.
Right, and then when did the Jonas Brothers?
Just irrelevant.
Okay, after 2002. Yep. Okay, all right.
Year 3000 is not a Jonas Brothers song.
Yeah. Okay.
They've done a re-release. Busted and the Jonas Brothers. They've recently re-released it.
Did they?
Part of Busted's. Mate, it's been on the radio. It's been on the radio over here.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
They did their bloody 20-year anniversary thing. They did
yeah. And like because they were both on there. Yeah. Okay.
But it's not a Jonas Brothers original.
Yep. I feel like you've made your case.
It always. Sorry, what were we talking about? Oh, see, number 3, year 3000.
Jeez, there you go. There's another reason to do this episode.
I'm not going to slam it because that would be irresponsible.
No, it would be. Anyway.
Sorry, the Jonas Brothers.
The Jonas Brothers.
Sorry, I do.
How many people are in Busted?
3.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I said it.
So I probably should have chosen Busted.
That's okay.
That's anyway. Okay.
No one knows.
So we've got in the Jonas Brothers, you've got Nick Jonas, you've got Joe Jonas, and you've got Kevin Jonas.
Why are they called the Jonas Brothers?
Yeah.
Right.
There's actually a fourth brother as well, but he's a lot younger, I think. Probably like 10 years younger or something. So
yeah, right.
Yeah. But anyway, so I haven't given this much thought.
I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued about how you're going to work this. Do you reckon they know what cricket is?
No.
Okay, good stuff.
Actually, no. I think Nick Jonas would definitely know what cricket is. He's married to Priyanka Chopra, right?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know that person.
I think Priyanka Chopra is like a very famous Indian actress. And Nick Jonas is married to her. So I'd almost be certain that Nick Jonas knows what cricket is.
Well, there you go. That's you've opened the door.
Yeah. So I just did a quick Google on their 3 personalities. I found that Nick Jonas is practical, resourceful, and pragmatic. I found that Joe Jonas is charming, bold, and action-based. And I found that Kevin is commanding and efficient.
Where have you found this information?
Google.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yep.
What are you going to do with that now?
That's a great question. I don't know. I'm going to say Kevin Jonas is the oldest.
Is he?
The older brother. So
right, okay.
I'm going to be like, yeah, he's the leader. So I'm going to put him at number 3.
Cool.
The skipper.
Right, yep.
And I'll put the other 2 as the openers.
Yep, that sounds good.
Yep.
All right.
Let's move on.
You want to move on?
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any other cricket podcast out there that spent as much time on the Jonas Brothers as we just did. But don't worry, it's going to get better. The next iconic trio, Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah, nice. Yep.
Right? We're talking about leaders and, picking the leader of each of these trios. Alvin is clearly the leader of Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yep.
It'd be weird if it was Theodore.
That's one of the other ones. And I don't know what the other one
only
is.
because that Childish Gambino lyric.
Alvin, Theodore, yeah.
Read that meal. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I think it's just fair to say there's no way these guys hold a cricket bat. So when we circle back to rank these,
that's what we're doing.
Let's just have them at the bottom.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Another trio, the Powerpuff Girls. Good old.
You've literally gone from Clarkson, May, Hammond to the Jonas Brothers to the Powerpuff Girls.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shout out Cartoon Network. So there's 3 of them. So Blossom, the red one, she's like the leader. The commander.
We need a different reason.
We don't. We certainly don't, because we're talking about the Powerpuff Girls playing cricket. That's how stupid this is. So I really don't want another reason.
What does this show become?
I'm also, and Buttercup is the aggressive one, the tough fighter.
Yeah.
So open, put her in early, and put the other one. I think it's Joy. The blue one.
But you've written down here Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup.
Bubbles, not Joy. Bubbles. Bubbles is joyful though. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Fucking not even I'm listening to this. What are you saying?
Open the batting with Blossom and Bubbles, and then Buttercup and Bubbles, and then Blossom comes in at first drop.
Right?
Right?
Fuck, I hope you guys have missed us.
Yeah. Yep.
We're just gonna move on.
Yep.
We've got one more iconic trio, and it's LeBron, D Wade, and Chris Bosh. Feel bad for Chris Bosh there. He's the only one that needs a full name. Do you say Bosh? You say Bosh? You say Chris Bosh? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure of the batting order of these here.
Yep.
And I guess, to be honest, the batting order is not super important. What we're doing is ranking which of them is going to be the best trio to open the batting.
That's
not
true.
Working out the order.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's important. I feel like they'd all be able to hit a long bomb baseball style.
Yep.
Which means to any one of them, it's a danger to bowl short.
Yep.
I mean, Chris Bosh is like, what, 6'10", 6'11". LeBron is 6'8", 6'9". D Wade's like 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah.
So with any one of them, even D Wade, you're going to do well to bowl a bouncer that he's not going to be able to
Punish you for.
Yep. So I think they're going to be pretty strong. I mean, you do see a lot of Americans who've never heard of cricket. They come to Australia, for example, and they give it a go. They've got no idea about stance and stuff like that.
Yep.
Are we allowing them
time to figure it out?
I guess this goes to all of the
everyone,
all of the trios.
Yeah. Let's say we don't.
Okay, we don't. All right. That is an interesting consideration then. So now we've got to rank them. So the best trio based on everything we've just gone through.
Yep.
No. Let's go worst. Because we said Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yep.
Right.
Start at the bottom. Yep.
They can't hold a bat.
No.
Fair to say.
Yep.
I don't think the Powerpuff Girls are much bigger.
I think but they're like superheroes.
Okay.
So I feel like they've got a lot of strength.
Good point.
Okay. I would put I reckon I'd put the Jonas Brothers.
Happy with the Jonas Brothers.
As second last.
Happy with the Jonas Brothers next.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I'm looking at obviously Clarkson, May and Hammond.
Yeah.
They know what cricket is.
Yeah.
I don't think they have any interest in cricket, but they know what cricket is.
But they definitely know. I'm sure they've probably played in a charity match or something like that.
No idea.
Yeah.
Harry, Ron and Hermione, they are English.
Yes.
You'd have to assume they know what cricket is.
Yep.
They might have done it when they were doing Muggle things, right?
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much that's going to benefit them. I'm happy to put Clarkson, Hammond, May third last.
Okay. Yep.
Purely if we're not giving them any time.
Yeah.
And if we're taking them in their current state.
Their current state, I think. Yeah. Yep. I'm happy to do that too.
Right. So what have we said?
Alvin
and Chipmunks, Jonas Brothers, Clarkson, Hammond, May.
Yep.
Cool.
Then I think
that leaves us with Harry, Ron, Hermione.
Yep.
Powerpuff Girls. LeBron, D Wade, and Chris Bosh.
Yeah. I think next we'd put in probably the Powerpuff Girls.
Powerpuff Girls, you reckon?
Yep.
Okay.
Slot them in. I mean, they're strong.
Yep.
But again, no idea about cricket. And no idea about sport as well.
Yep, cool. All right, happy with that. I am then happy with Harry, Ron, Hermione second. Or do you want to go?
Oh.
Do you want to go? Because it's out of those
two. Yeah.
And then LeBron, D Wade, Bosh, right?
It just depends on how much weight we put on knowing what cricket is and having played it before.
Well, they'd have pretty decent hand-eye coordination.
That's true.
All of them.
Yeah, and hand-eye coordination is probably good
Yeah.
enough.
Although, in Harry Potter, the whole swish and flick.
Oh,
Swish
yeah.
and flick
That's
off the
true.
legs for 4, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go with your gut and go Harry, Ron, Hermione second, and we'll go LeBron, D Wade, and Bosch.
LeBron, D Wade, and Bosch. They are our top, what do we say? Trynamic trio
They are our Trynamic trio.
for opening the batting. Is there any Trynamic trios that we have missed?
Yep. Potentially.
Snap,
Probably.
crackle, pop.
Yep.
Peanut butter, jam, and bread.
Hilltop Woods.
Yep. Yep. We're on the same wavelength here. Yep. Let us know in the comments. I've only just realised that our favourite segment, Sting, returns.
I don't remember the last time we did this. Do you remember?
Nah, probably cricket season, to be honest. It seems to be easier for us to figure out during cricket season.
Umpire's call.
Umpire's call is back. For those of you who aren't sure what this is, it's the closing statements, right? It's our closing arguments for today's topic. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I think it's anything that's like definitive. It's like sometimes it's controversial, sometimes it's not, but like it's just like you know what? This is how it is.
Yeah. Umpire's call is generally, the final say.
Yeah.
And I think that's as much thought as we put into it, right?
Yep.
So I will kick off the segment with my umpire's call.
Yep.
The number 3
Yep.
is actually a big part of cricket.
Right.
Cricket has a lot of unique relationships with a lot of different numbers.
Mm-hmm.
You've got 100, 50, 5, fifers, 4s, 6s.
Yep.
People don't really think about the number 3 when it comes to cricket, but there's actually quite a bit to do with it. You've got 3 stumps at each end.
Yep.
You've got 3 sessions in a day's play during a test match. You've got third umpire. You've got any more come to mind? Hat trick. Yep. Yeah. The number 3 is everywhere. And I don't know. I feel like I just want to let cricket and the number 3 just I want to let them get to know each other a little more. Just get a little bit more familiar with each other. Yeah.
But by the sounds of it, they're almost there's more things than any other number.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
There you go.
The number 3 is actually a big part of cricket.
Okay. Cool. All right. My umpire's call for this week is that well, to give you a bit of context, a bit of background, when we were planning this episode,
Don't expose us.
for the 3-year anniversary, we're looking at initially we were like, oh, how do we write this up? How do we decide on what we're going to talk about? We got up anniversary, like milestone anniversaries, like per year, what gifts to get.
Oh, for wedding anniversaries.
For wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
So there's, I forget what it is, but like first year, second year, third year, and it goes all the way down to, your big 25, 50 years, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And I think for the 3rd year anniversary is like glass or get a gift. It's like glass or leather or something like that.
Yeah, like the traditional one was 1 and then the modern one.
Yeah, that's right. So the traditional anniversary gift was leather. So you get something that's leather. And the modern one was glass.
Maybe it was the other way around.
Was it?
Not important, right?
Anyway, the reason it's not important is because my umpire's call is that the anniversary gifts by year like that is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Because I saw double ups where like the 4th year anniversary one, the modern one, became the traditional one at like 22 or something. Like it's just like some sort of random generator that's just gone and it's like
it's just running out of options.
Let's just chuck this there, let's chuck this here, and just like bring it down. I think it's a joke. I think it's stupid.
I mean, I'm happy to back that 100%. The funniest part about that is your umpire's call. So your definitive statement
Yes.
for today's episode
Yes.
is the episode idea we didn't go with. There's something special about that.
Yes. Yes.
Cobwebs have been dusted off. I think it's fair to say. The rust has been rusted out. Nope. Removed. I don't know.
Dusted off? You don't really dust off.
Well, turns out we're still rusty.
Yep.
Anyway, good to be back, mate.
It is good to be back.
Good to be back.
Back into the routine.
Yep.
Back into the swing of things.
Get that rhythm. I can't believe it's November.
That's insane. It's actually insane.
Where has 2023 gone?
Mm.
It's going to be Christmas before we know it. What? Anything on your Christmas list?
Ooh. It's going to take too long for me to think about it.
Yeah, that's fair. Anything on your Christmas list in the comments? Do you want a Christmas merch drop for those who missed out on t-shirts?
Why are we promising things?
I'm asking if they want. I'm not saying we're going to give anything. I'm just saying, is that what you want?
There's a big difference.
Yeah, there is.
Fine.
See?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we should have done the whole time instead of letting people down. Just being like,
what do you want?
What do you want?
Yeah.
You might not get it.
Yeah.
You probably won't get it. Why are you still asking?
But still, what do you want though?
Yeah. I mean, what do you want? Let us know.
Yeah.
We might listen. We might not.
Yeah.
Probably won't. Anyway, the rust is still there. That's okay. We made it through an episode. We made it through episode 104, Trynamic Trios.
Oh yeah, send through some Trynamic Trios if you have any as well. Did we mention that? To send through?
I think so.
Trios.
Yeah. No, but that's cool. Yeah, remind them again, mate. You want to look down the barrel, do it again.
Yeah, send through Trynamic Trios.
One more time for the third time.
Send through Trynamic Trios.
Oh, I got everyone there. All right. I'm gonna go have some dinner. I don't know. You want some food? Let's eat.
Keep hitting sixes.